Had to unmute. Hey, everybody. Oh my goodness. Super excited that you guys are here. It's Bonus Monday. And I've been on calls all morning long with new art bosses, and I didn't get a chance to set everything up the way that I usually like for it to be set up. So I'm making sure that I'm live in the group right now. I want to make sure that everything is working and there it is, and the live's in the group. So you guys, oh my goodness, happy Monday. Mondays are great because it's a day to reset and it's a day to revisit. Bonus days, guys, the next 2 days are bonus days. They're really designed for action takers. So if you're an action taker, I want you to claim it. I want you to give us the thumbs up. I want you to give us the little heart. Our team art boss is actually back at work working with the artists who are actually out there selling their artwork. I think today we may have Nick. Nick might be here, and I'm not sure if Sean is going to be here, but it's a little bit smaller crew. This is really specifically designed to help you walk through the action steps that you need in order to really launch your business. We're going to be giving away, yes, a gorgeous launch calculator today. So hang in there. At the very end of training, we're going to be walking through this beautiful tool that we use to really start seeing the path and seeing all the numbers put together, all the numbers that we talked about last week. We're putting them into this really beautiful tool that you're going to be able to use, and you're going to be able to keep it for your own businesses. So as you guys are signing in, just go ahead and say hello. Let me see here. Do we have anyone popping in? Oh, Dawn's here too. Okay, good. I'm super excited. Hey, Dawn girl, how are you doing? I know you had a great weekend this weekend at the lake. Super. Well, I can't wait to hear about it. And we've got Claire, and we've got Tanya, and we have Jennifer's here. We have a few more folks that I'm just giving folks a little bit of time to get here for the presentation today. This is really for action takers. It's for folks who are beyond trying to make some decisions in their business, like trying to decide, am I a hobby business, or am I a hobbyist, or am I a business? Really trying to move you guys to the place where you know exactly what you need to do next. So, oh my goodness, it was amazing. I'm sure it was. I saw a few pictures on Facebook, Dawn. I loved seeing those pictures. And I think you sold a tiny home commission. So I can't wait to hear more about that one as well. So you guys, today, let's just go ahead and do it. It's not going to take as much time as typical training, because you have spent the whole week last week with us understanding what the whole Art Boss formula is. We are going to keep things a little bit shorter today. It's going to allow for you to start doing some of the work that you need to do. Okay, so I'm pulling up a presentation and grabbing that while we are chatting. So I need to grab it from my computer. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right. Here's one of the things that I want to kind of be a coach and kind of say to you. All right. So I hear a lot. This is what I hear a lot. If you're saying to yourself, I would love to be an action taker. I would absolutely love to be an action taker. I'm going to wait until I'm making money so that I can afford to learn how to set up my selling process. Okay? If that's what you're saying, you're like, I'm not making any money right now, so I'm not going to be able to invest in my selling system. Well, saying I'm going to wait to invest in my selling system is like saying I'm not going to buy any art supplies until I have enough paintings to hang in my gallery or enough artwork to put in my gallery. It just doesn't work. Right? It just doesn't work. If we waited to buy art supplies, paints, clay, canvas, if we waited until we had finished pieces, that we would never have finished pieces, because it just doesn't allow for you to get what you want. Okay, so super simple. Sometimes we get in our own way, and sometimes it's like it really literally is as simple as this. Building a business, you just need to have the tools that allow for you to do that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump on into the presentation. We're going to jump on in and start adding the things that we need in our business. So the Art Boss Challenge officially was over on Friday. Well, actually on Thursday. And our first bonus day was on Friday, where we had the laser focused coaching session. We had around 20 folks show up for that. We were able to take a look at their businesses and walk everyone through like how to uncover what you guys need to do next in your own art businesses. A lot of people have told me even just watching that replay has been super amazing. So go ahead and grab the studio if you need to rewatch or catch that replay. Go ahead and grab the studio. Artie has that for you. You can always grab that in Artie. She sends out all of the information that you need for the Art Boss Challenge. And if you haven't connected with her yet, it's as simple as just grabbing her link. It's artie.karenahuja.com/goodies. If I'm not sure. Yeah. If Dawn, if you could post that as a hyperlink, that would be super awesome. And on today, we're going to be talking about this. Okay. So we have Bonus Monday. This is the thing. We're all in this place where we're going to wait to invest in our sales system until we're making money. Okay. So waiting to invest in our art sales system until you're making money is like saying, I'm not going to buy any art supplies until I finished work to display in my gallery. Okay? It just simply doesn't work. We need to start making some decisions. Then it comes down to action takers get results. Okay. Who here is like, I love being able to make my own decisions. Okay. So just raise your hand and say, yes, absolutely. That's what we want for you guys. We want for you to make decisions so that the actions you're taking are leading to the results that you want. Here are the decisions that we laid out for you over the last couple of days. First of all, you needed to make a decision whether you want to be a professional artist or a hobby artist. The reality is artists who kind of stand on both sides and go, why can't I be both? Okay. This is just a decision whether you want your artwork to provide a financial income for you. That's the only decision. It has nothing to do with how much value your artwork has for you. It's nothing about like making a decision on being a professional artist or a hobby artist. If you say you want to be a professional artist, it doesn't take away all of the power of your artwork. It's simply just a decision whether you want to use this beautiful, important product that you're creating to allow for you to have financial freedom. Okay. So when we stand in both pools, when we're like, well, I don't want to make a decision, you're actually stuck in inactivity. Because what ends up happening is you sit over in the hobby pool and you're just over here going, yeah, I'm just a hobby artist. And then all these people tell you how amazing your artwork is and how it like they want to buy it and how, you should be out there selling your artwork. And so then you jump over into the professional pool and then people show you, okay, here are the things that you need to do. And the first time you run into a barrier or a challenge, you go, what? I have to actually find leads, which means I have to run Facebook ads. Oh, never mind. I don't want to do that. And you hop back over into the hobby pool. So we want you to make that decision. We want you to make sure that you are all in. You absolutely want to be a professional artist, which just simply means that one of your goals is to use your art product to serve the world in return for financial rewards. Period. That's all that it means. If you choose to stay in an indecision here, you will literally not move your business forward because every time that you reach a decision that you have to make, you're going to go jump into the other pool. So it's a first decision that we want you to make in your business. And I also want you to recognize if you choose being a professional business, that is amazing and that is wonderful. And you have a lot of work to do. And if you choose to be a hobby artist, that is amazing. And that is wonderful because your artwork is now serving you and serving a need for just yourself. So that is it. It's just a decision that we have to make. Number 2, the second decision, we have to decide on what living the artist life means. Okay. What does that mean to you? I asked you on Tuesday of last week, what would you love to have happen in your art business? What does that mean? And the more specific you can get, even if you're just journaling, even if you're just pulling out your workbook and you're journaling on the back side of it, I'm looking for the workbook. Even if you pull out that workbook and you just take the back page and you just journal, what does it mean to be living the artist life? We want you to start setting some goals, and we want you to start setting some artist goals, some art sales goals. We want you to go, okay, in order to be able to transition as a professional artist, I need to be making $2,000 a month. 5K a month, 10K a month, 20K a month, 100K a month. Doesn't matter what your numbers are until you set goals and until you choose and you make a decision. You can't make everything match what your goals are until you make a decision on what it means to be living the artist life. Number 3, you need to make this decision. Am I okay when art lovers visually dine on my artwork in social media when I know there are buyers here? Am I okay with that? This is one of the first places that we actually started allowing for you to see what the framework is for selling artwork online. We have to have a system and a framework so that we can do the things on a daily basis that allow for us to find our buyers right here in the online market. And so you have to make a decision, okay? Am I okay with everybody just visually dining on my artwork? Am I okay with that? And then they walk away and they get their free hit of dopamine? Or do I actually want to find the people who are getting ready to purchase? Do I want to be able to have the tools and the systems that allow for me to see what their name is and who they are? Okay. So it comes down to making a decision here. You could say, yeah, no, I'm totally cool with just going out there and trying to sell all the time in my social media without the tools that make it easier to see exactly who is getting ready to purchase. Or I actually want to save the time and I want to have the systems and the tools that allow for me to be able to live the artist life because I have the systems and the tools that are already in place. Okay. Number four. Hey guys, I see a bunch of people here. I see Kayla and who else is here? You guys keep on. And Diane is here as well. Yeah. Keep on just plugging in here. All right. Let me know that you guys are here. Oh, by the way, if you guys haven't grabbed the clarity call, I know that Kayla, I know you have one, and I saw a few other people. Make sure you grab a call with Team Art Boss. We are working with you guys for free this week, helping you uncover what you need to do next. Okay. So that's another decision that you get to make. Do you want to continue to work with us in the free zone or not? Okay. So number 4, right? Let's do this. Am I going to make offers to the right people? Okay, so I'm going to pop over here. This is what's happening in a lot of businesses. They're out there selling to the top of their funnel, trying to close all the people who are out inside of social media, the 2 billion plus people. They're trying to talk to them on a daily basis, and it's just exhausting. So do we want to make a decision to be able to see exactly who is getting ready to purchase? I'm talking names, I'm talking email addresses, I'm talking phone numbers, I'm talking purchase intent, I'm talking the ability to see exactly what piece of artwork someone has viewed so that we can reach out to them and we can start having conversations. Because what the whole entire, pop over here, am I going to make offers to the right people? What ends up happening is most art businesses aren't even making any offers. When I ask a business owner, so, okay, cool. How many leads do you find on a month and how many offers are you making? I'm hearing a lot of time like, well, I'm really not making offers. More importantly, I want to make sure that you're making offers to the right people. And unless we have the tools, we can't see who is gearing up and getting ready to purchase. Okay. We use the Art Boss formula. Right. This is the 6-figure art business system that we use. We help you set up a container that collects your leads. Okay. Then we help you set up the lead generation machine that actually goes out when you stop the scroll, gets the name, an email address, and the phone number of the people who say, tell me more. Then we help you build your whole entire social media campaigns, all the content that you need for your emails, all the content that you need for your conversations, your sales scripts, your Facebook lives, so that you're communicating the value of your offer and you're not just out there trying to be a salesy weirdo, just posting pictures of your artwork and the price and saying, DM me in the comments, or DM me, I'll get back to you, post in the comments. Okay. So we need to have a system that allows for us to consistently close our sales and then start automating this whole entire process. We love working with artists. You can see that they love what they're doing, that they're passionate about their artwork. We help them set up posts that allow for them to connect with their ideal client. We have artists who thrive in galleries and shows, and they set up a system that allows for them to even collect the leads they need from shows and continue to work with them in their online market so that they can close more and more of the leads that they find at their shows and bring them into their selling systems. We love also, right? The fact that now we can go from where we only can sell to a radius of the cities that are around us. If we're in a part of the world or a part of the country where we don't have a whole lot of buyers and all the buyers around us are complaining, your prices are too high, then we can sell to the whole entire world. And these are just decisions that you have to make inside of your own businesses. Just decisions. There's nothing more to this than just making a decision to take an action. Okay, so we're going to take a minute. I'm going to take a few questions just right now. I'm not going to have a Q&A at the end. But if you have any questions that you want to ask, I'm going to let you put a Q in the comment, put a Q in front of the comment, and then put your question after it. I'm going to show you a launch calculator, and then I'm going to guide you to where you need to watch. Okay, so I want to give you guys a heads up. This is your decision, but the free training is going to be removed from the studio as well as from the Facebook group tomorrow night at midnight. We've been working with you guys here for free for over a week. We're going on 10 days of content and being able to work with us, being able to grab calls with us. So we want you to know that you can watch and rewatch the training. And we're even going to talk a little bit about that VIP pass. If you wanted the VIP experience, you still have the opportunity to purchase that VIP experience. It gives you the signature offer training. It gives you the featured artist. We're going to talk about that later on today. And it's also going to give you extended access to all of the training through the whole month of August as well. Okay, so the price of the VIP experience is now $97. That will go up after we close cart on Wednesday. It will go up again. So if it's something that you're like, I've been meaning to do it, now's the time to do it. Okay, so if you're looking for that VIP experience link, you post it in the comments and we'll get that over to you. Okay, so I do see just a few cues, and that's great because I only expected to see a couple. If you have a new website partially built out already, do you guys help with finishing that out? Here's the most important thing. Okay, we want to make sure that you have traffic going to your landing page. And yes, we will build out landing pages for you. We're going to build out landing pages that drive sales. Okay, if you already are working in Wix or you're working in WordPress or you're working with someone else, continue working with them. We can take that website information, we can use it. Anything that has a URL, we can use it. We could send people to your website and see who clicks on the link and looks at your artwork. If you want to rebuild your website inside of the Champagne Room, that's totally something that we can do. Just grab a call with me and we can talk about what you need in a website. But what I know you need before the website, you need traffic to see your artwork. Then the people who say, tell me more, you need to talk to them. And then the people that you're talking to, you need to make them offers and close those sales. If you're just looking for a website that you can just keep like hoping someone finds, it doesn't work to close sales. But if you want a website put into the Champagne Room, we can definitely do that. Once again, great question. If you would like to, my recommendation is just continue working with the person who is building your website for you. You don't need it. It's a brochure. And when we set up your selling system, you're going to recognize if I forget to hand out my brochure, but I'm finding my leads, talking to them, making them offers, it's okay that I forgot to send them to my brochure. Okay, that's what you're going to start seeing. And that's the system that we're teaching. Okay, websites are amazing. Okay, they help us build our credibility in the marketplace. Once you come on board with us, you have a website link. So you no longer have to worry when someone says, do you have a website? In order to validate you as an artist, you're going to have all the validation you need. Okay, so perfect. Perfect. Love it. Thank you for that question. That was a good question. Okay, who wants to see the launch calculator? Who wants the tool that's going to show you how you set up your selling machine, how many leads you need, how much you need to set your price for your product. And it's a really beautiful tool that allows for you to start playing with your launch model. It starts allowing for you to see, okay, if I charge this price and my conversion rate is this price, then I'm going to be able to make my 6-figure goal within 4 launch events. Okay, so super crazy. Anyone want to see that? Okay, I see some thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. For those of you who are here, okay, for those of you who are now in action mode, I'm starting to give you some tools for free that you need in order to really start creating the math behind your whole entire selling system. So this stuff is pretty crazy good. Okay. Let me think here. I am going to need to share screen. So let me grab that launch calculator. Perfect. I'm going to share screen. All right. Should be popping up here in a minute. Okay. I'm going to be giving you the link to this spreadsheet. So if you attend today or you even watch in replay, you're going to be able to grab this worksheet. So this is the full worksheet. Okay. I'm going to give you some examples on the second page. What we want for you to do. Okay, well, first of all, let me also let you know, when I give you the link to this, if you don't make a copy of it, you won't be able to change the numbers in here and it won't recalculate for you. Okay, so don't send me an email saying you don't have access because you just need to make a copy of this. I don't want anyone changing the main file. Okay, so just heads up on that. Make a copy to use for your business. When we're working in our business, we need to make offers. Okay. So we're going to be focusing right now on the decision that you're making. You're like, yep, I want to sell my artwork and I'm going to get out there and I'm going to find the leads that I need. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to communicate the value of my offer and then I'm going to make the offer. So we're going to walk through 4 launches and just some scenarios that could play out. And the best thing is when you take this tool, you can start changing this to reflect your own numbers. So I'm just going to walk you through it. So the first launch, we know that artists need right about 200 leads. That's 200 active leads who are attending and engaged in your launch offer. And we're going to be using the 3% conversion rate. Now, you guys, if you don't know these numbers and you're like, this is the first time I'm hearing this, I've went through all of this last week in all of our training. So 200 new leads at a 3% conversion rate, that means you're going to have 6 customers. And if you're charging, let's say $1,000 or more, you know how much we believe that our artwork is valuable and important. And if we're charging a price that reflects the value of what we do, then our launch should produce $6,000. Okay. So making sure that you're finding leads, you're talking to your leads, and you're activating the full entire launch kit with everything you need to do to set up a high converting sales event. Now, if you're an artist who's like, let's just say maybe your product right now is only priced at $500, okay? Not a big deal. I mean, that's okay, but it does adjust things. If you saw, it adjusted things down a little bit, and we're gonna, after a year, 4 launches, you're gonna potentially make a little bit less, okay? So as we go to second launch, okay, so we need to add another 200 people on top of the 200 we have here. So what we're doing is we're adding up all of the people who are actively engaging in our launch. And we're going to assume that if we add 200 more people to the people we had before, we have right around 400 people. And we're going to keep a 3% conversion rate. Okay. And we're going to assume that our product, we're like, yeah, no, I really believe that the price of my product is worth $1,000. So you guys are going to be able to change all of these numbers. Okay. You're going to go in and be able to change all of these numbers. So at 400 leads, 3% conversion, that's 12 people. Okay. And you're like, yep, I'm going to charge $1,000. And that would produce a 12K launch. As our pool of people and pool of leads increases, so does the number of people we have to sell to. Sometimes people Takes them a couple months, might take them a couple weeks, might take them a couple days before they're ready to purchase. They need to hear everything that allows for them to make a decision to say yes. And let's say we decide to raise our price again and we're just going to go for it. We're like, you know what? I believe that my product is worth $3,000. We're going to say, I'm going to assume that my conversion rate, because I just tripled my price, might go down. That might go down on this one. So we're going to take a 1% conversion rate. That means that we're going to get 6 sales, but at 3K, we just made $18,000. Okay, so when we get really true clarity on what our signature offer is and what we're taking to market, this is what allows for you to start making a profitable business model. Okay, so we can have either 200 leads up here at 3% to produce 6 customers and make $3,000. It's totally up to you. It's a decision you make. Or set up your business and communicate the value of your art so that when you make your offers, you get a conversion rate, oh my goodness, only of 1%. You still get the 6 sales. At 3K, you just made $18,000. So these decisions are all yours. And when you start making the changes in your business that allows for you to close at this amount, finding the right leads, communicating the value of your offer, providing that problem to solution, what we talked about on Wednesday, this is what allows for us to close at the higher price points. And then just to complete out the launch cycle, by the end of the year, if you're finding 200 leads per quarter, then you have 800 people inside of your launch bucket, a 1% conversion rate. You're going to get right around 8 sales. And maybe you're like, dag nabbit, it wasn't hard to close at 3K. I'm going to try to raise it again. Then look at this, a 40K. Now, your numbers are your numbers. Let's go ahead and play with them a little bit more. Maybe you're like, someone throw out, let's just assume that you only charge $100 for your core offer and you only have 100 people inside of your container who are active leads. Okay, you can see how quickly the numbers go down. And if you decide, oh, I really don't feel like finding any more than 100 people, and so now you're still at 100 people, okay, and you haven't really raised your price, if you're selling to the same 100 people, your conversion rate will most likely go down if you're not adding any new people in there. So we need to adjust this. Okay, you just made less money. Now you're like, okay, I get it. This is a lot of work. I'm going to raise my price to $100, or I'm going to raise it to 500. So just start playing. Okay, I'm going to give you this worksheet. I'm like, okay, so I did my homework and I decided to invest and get 200 more leads in here. So now I have 300 leads in my lead bucket. I am going to assume, once again, like let's just assume a 2% conversion rate. I get 6 people at 500. Okay, now we're starting to talk. We're starting to talk about a $3,000 launch. That's much better than a $300 launch. So I want you guys to play with this. Okay, I want you to have this tool. This becomes really powerful. I would start here until you know what your conversion rate is. Keep everything at 3%. And after you have your selling event, now you can adjust what your numbers are. And instead of having this as a tool to project sales, this can be a tool to truly estimate what your sales is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to change that to 3%, so that when you start using it, it's going to say 3% in there. Okay. All right. I want to give you some examples, real life examples. We have Sandra. Okay, she has in her container probably right around 1,000 active leads. Her sales conversion rate is 1%. So she has one post that she likes to use every single month. Okay, she is bringing in the leads. She's talking to them, communicating the value of her product. And when she uses one post, she typically has at least 10 people who raise their hand and say they would like to purchase. Okay, so with 1,000 people, one post, 10 customers, look at this. Okay, she gets, and her product is pet portraits in the $500 range. Okay, that's where they start, $500 and up. So just from one post every month, this is what she's doing. Okay, so Pretty sweet. We've introduced you to Kayla. She is a mother of like 2. And at the time that she did our Mardi Gras launch, this was actually last year's Mardi Gras launch because I want to put it in perspective. She had 2 little ones. Her grandmother was in a nursing home and her sister had COVID and actually was living with her along with her son as well. And so she was taking care of everybody. And even though she had to have a art launch, she was able to take care of everyone simply because she was doing this all from the comfort of her own home. Okay, so at that time, she had about 800 people in her container. Her conversion rate was only 0.5%. Okay, now see, here's the thing. It doesn't really matter what your conversion rate is because we can start working the numbers once we know what these are. These are real numbers. Okay, so at 0.5%, she got 4 customers and her average price of her artwork is right around the $1,500 price point. And so she made like 5 to 6K on that. Okay. Now, what we can do with Kayla now is we can just simply, when we start adding more leads in here, so when she gets to 1,600 leads, even though she only still has a 0.5% conversion rate, then she is getting 12K. And when she's like, well, you know what? I'm not sure if someone would pay $1,500, why wouldn't they pay this? And so we can start working on things once we have numbers, we can start looking at what we need to do. And definitely we can start looking at the content and what's going on. I guarantee you that her energy was pretty zapped by the time she got to her show. And so I bet the next time that she does her Mardi Gras launch, she's going to be closer to this. Oh, at least 1%. Okay, which is pretty sweet. Kate's Cash Injection. Kate has an amazing product. She does beautiful vintage cars right in her Facebook group, somewhere around 600 people. She has about a 1% conversion rate, and the price of her product is $7K. And so when she launches, she's actually more worried about keeping everybody happy while she is delivering the product. And our Spring into Wildlife sale, we pulled in 600 new people into a brand new Facebook group, started it from scratch. So for those of you who are like, I don't have any assets, I don't have anything set up. We ran a Facebook ad. We put it 600 people inside of a Facebook group, ran a Spring into Wildlife sales event right around spring, right around Earth Day. And we got a 3% conversion rate. And the average price per product was right in the $1,500 range. And that weekend they closed, it was $2,400. That's so their conversion rate was probably like 2.8% versus 3%. But that's pretty spanking amazing. So we want you guys to have this tool that allows for you to start playing with it. And I'm actually, so that you don't get confused on this, I'll remove this in a minute, but I want you guys to have access to this tool and I want you guys to start playing with it. Pop back over here. Okay. I want you to start playing with it. If you don't have a sales goal and you're not actually making a plan to reach that sales goal, it's really difficult for you to do the things that you need to do. Okay. Find your leads, communicate the value of your product, talk to your people, and then have events to close those sales. Okay. This is it. This is the Art Boss formula. You now have that tool, and let me go ahead and add this to stage because I want you to be able to grab it really quickly. renahuja.com/bonus Monday. Okay. That's only going to be available for a couple more hours. So if you watch it in replay and this link doesn't work, it's because this is for the people who are taking action, who are leaning in, and who are making choices to move their business forward. So this is for the people who showed up to the live training. You can grab that. Okay. And once again, if it's not working after a couple hours from now, like this evening or tomorrow, it's not working, then it's like you missed it. This is what I want for you guys. I want for those of you who are taking action to get transformation. I want you to see the clarity in the system and why you need to be running the system. We do have the Art Boss Business Pro. We call it the Art Business Pro, and it's available for you to have us build your tools for you. While we're building them, they're bringing in the assets, and then we show you how to use those tools. If you would like to see everything that's included in that offer, feel free to grab it right here, renauja.com/art business. The enrollment is open. Okay. It's been open since last Thursday. We are closing enrollment tomorrow night. So the last day to get access to all of those bonuses is tomorrow. So I want to walk through those. Okay. So some of the bonuses that are headed your way, the really big important one is we're paying for your champagne room. Okay. We'd want you to use the tool that allows for you to be able to collect the names and be able to see every time someone clicks on the computer and says yes to one of your offers, we want to see who it is. Even if they didn't purchase, we want to see who they are and what their names are. So we can reach back out and we can start making sure we're providing everything they need to say yes. Right. So that is such an important thing. So the things that are coming your way, champagne room, you need this tool. You can use, there are other tools in the marketplace. Go ahead. If you'd like to spend a couple months or a couple years testing them all out, you're more than welcome to do that. The champagne room, we're going to build your lead generation machine for you. So that's bringing in those beautiful leads. Okay. So the champagne room also is going to be set up to automatically send out the email sequences based on when someone clicks on a button in one of your assets. We're going to see that they clicked on it and we're going to capture that information. And it also includes this beautiful pipeline that starts tracking your people as they move closer to the sale. Okay, so great stuff. So the enrollment closes tomorrow. You miss out on that bonus with having access to the champagne room for free. Okay, so you get to decide for free whether you like it or not. Okay, if you want to go use a different tool after you work with us, you're more than welcome to move those assets over there. Now, you also, this is the big one that I don't want you to miss out on. Okay, and if you aren't there yet, you might not know how kind of crazy amazing this bonus is. We are providing a free social media manager for 3 months. Okay. It's only for the first 3 people who join and pay in full. And we already have 2 pay in full. So we only have 1 more of those bonuses left. Okay. So what I want for you to recognize, you might be like, well, why do I need a social media manager? Okay. If you haven't built out your social media, we're going to build it out for you for 3 months. And then we're going to show you how to recycle it every 3 months because people need to hear over and over everything they need to say yes. Okay. And we're giving you 3 months free VA services. That's a virtual assistant who's trained by me and my team to manage a Facebook group. That means you no longer have to worry about posting in your group. You just need to give them the content, right? We create the content for you. You give us an image for each one of those pieces of content. We send it over to the VA team. They post it for you. They let the new people in. They engage with the people. They tell you who are troublemakers. They tell you who's engaged. You get a daily report that is kind of crazy amazing that allows for you to not have to worry anymore if you get really busy. So anyone who says, I haven't posted in social media in forever, we got you covered. Okay. That's a 5K offer and it's a bonus that's coming your way for free. Okay. So don't miss out on that. Do not miss out on that. Don't wait till Thursday to miss out on that. Now, if you have booked a call and it's actually on Wednesday, Thursday, or even a few people have popped onto the schedule for next week, I will lock in these bonuses for you until we meet. Okay, so don't worry for those of you who are like, well, I could only meet on Wednesday or I could only meet Thursday or Friday or next week. Don't worry. Okay, I'm going to lock that in for you. This is your next steps. I want to see you while we're chit-chatting on this. Okay, so for those of you who are like, well, I want to know what my next steps are. Okay, we've already delivered the free Art Boss Challenge. We've been working with you for almost 10 days in the free zone. Okay, it'll be 10 days tomorrow. And you have access to all of that. You have seen the framework that all businesses need in order to sell online. Collect leads, connect with those leads, close those leads, then automate the whole system. Okay. We showed you the whole entire framework on day 1. That was last Tuesday, everything you needed in order to be able to do that. Okay. So make sure that you have watched the training. I'm talking to people who are like, I haven't watched the training yet. I had better things to do. And I'm like, okay, well, watch the training. If you haven't watched the training, you can watch it for free until tomorrow. and then all that training is removed. Also delivered the VIP status. So for those of you who have joined the VIP experience, you have extended access till the end of the month. Okay, so I'm going to pop it in here real quick. Let me make sure this. Yep. Okay, this is the link if you want it. Okay, the VIP upgrade. Okay, it gives you extended access to the end of the month. It delivers the signature offer training. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's because you haven't watched the training. And if you still don't know what it is, you need to rewatch the training. Okay, so, and it also provides the featured artist for free. We're going to talk about that today as well. And it also gives you another free Zoom call with me for Wednesday, the 31st at 11 a.m. I'm going to put you in the main group with all the art bosses who are coming on board, and we're going to unpack your signature offer with you. Okay, so we're going to give you the opportunity to ask questions about your signature offer. We're going to give you the opportunity for me to read through your signature offer and help you and buffer that up, whatever we need to do with it. Okay, so great, great, great stuff there. Now, if you're like, what next? What next? You need to grab a clarity call, because your only next choices are to start building your systems and using the tools. We can do it for you. It's a done for you package. Or if you want to do it yourself, you can just purchase that champagne room. And the nice thing about that champagne room is we put all of our templates, our emails, our funnels are preloaded in there. And there is the option to just go ahead and start using the champagne room. We also, you join right now, the do it yourself. I'm going to pop in there the lead magnet workshop, okay, for free. I'm going to go ahead and give that to you, and also access to an additional meeting with Katie Ford if you have questions. Okay, so there are a couple options. If you want to learn more about do it yourself, you have to grab a call, okay, and grab a call with me, because I need to make sure that you're tech savvy enough to be able to do this. I don't want you paying for the tools if you really literally will have no idea how to use them. Okay, so, but it's out there, the champagne room, you can Google it. It's not that hard to find. Okay, what's after that? Okay, strategy for return on investment. If you only have the tool and you only you have your lead magnet set up, but you don't know where to put it, and you don't know what to do with the leads after you find them, and you don't know what to say to the leads, and you don't know how to set up a selling event, you need to have the strategy behind all of the tools. And that's what we do inside of the program. Is we have over 5 meetings every single week, multiple hours for access with people who know how to run Facebook ads, who know how to create content, who know how to do camera ready training and get our Facebook lives up to speed, because we know that we'll make more money when we show up strong in our Facebook lives. 3 hours a week with strategy calls with me, as well as Katie Ford for your champagne room. And there are multiple calls available also through the champagne room tool. If you don't understand what you're doing or why you're doing it, but you have all the tools, I see so many people have these beautiful websites. They have these lead magnets. They're running ads and they have all these leads, but then they go, I don't know what to do next. You need to have the strategy for that. Okay. What's after that? Weekly support. Guys, you have questions on how to customize these things for your business? Well, you better have someone to be able to provide the support and help you measure what you're doing. Once you're bringing in numbers, we have the champagne room. We can see how many leads you're getting, how many people are opening your emails, how many people are clicking on your social media, how many people are actually downloading the things you're giving them. We now have numbers that allow for us to close sales and start creating the ability to see exactly who's getting ready to purchase. So great stuff. This is where you are right now. Okay, so we can't move any further this week until you decide that you want to use the tools and the systems. Okay, so if you grab a clarity call and you're like, yeah, I don't know what to do, and I haven't watched the training and I'm not part of the VIP, I'm going to tell you, that's what I'm going to tell you is if you're not willing to move into this section where you're actually going to have someone build your tools for you, or you're going to start building them on your own, then you're stuck up here, and it's a choice. I want to make sure that you guys have the call, a call to link. Okay. So for a lot of people here, I see a lot of folks who are here today. If you're here and you're still wanting support, we provide that. We provide a clarity call. Okay. And it sits right here. This is your offer for a clarity call. We will be talking about the systems the tools and the strategies that you will need to invest in order to get the results that you want. Once again, you can purchase the done for you package, actually quicker to making sales, or you can purchase the do it yourself. Right. Again, if I don't, Dawn, if you have the link to this, that would be great to make it a hyperlink for me. launch.karenaouha.com/book. Okay. All right. Before I hit the featured artist, okay, let me pop back here. Just want to let you guys know you're amazing. Your artwork is amazing. Keep posting your images inside of the Art Boss Challenge group. We love seeing what you're working on. Okay. So you've seen the amazing artwork. You know that your art has the power to bring positive change, not only in your own life, but inside of the people's lives that actually get to view your work. So I know that you believe this too. It is our responsibility to get our work in front of the people who need it. Okay. And when we get it in front of the people that need it and we communicate the value of our offer, that's when our own personal artist life, we can be living the dream and we can be living a life that we want to live. That's when it all comes together. Okay. So keep posting inside of the Art Boss Challenge. This is a great time to kind of like transition a little bit. When you post inside of the Art Boss Challenge, remember you're posting artwork that's being seen by other artists. That's why I don't really encourage selling links. Like, don't put a sales link in it. Don't put a lead magnet in it, okay? Because we're just really creating community. Now, we do have a group that we want you to post your artwork in though, okay? We have what's called the Feature Artist Program, and it's what we provide to art bosses. Okay, so inside of the VIP package, you're getting access to the the Featured Artist Program. That is going to start on August 1st. We're going to then load the information into your VIP library about how you get that activated and how you can do it. But I want to share with you a little bit more about the Featured Artist Program, and we're going to do a deep dive into it tomorrow. We're going to talk about why just when you feature your artwork, you have to have the tools that allow for you to actually get leads. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull this back up. The Featured Artist Program is coming your way tomorrow. We're going to do way more deeper dive into it. Okay, it's Bonus Tuesday. That's what we're going to be talking about. And this is the overview. Okay, this is the founding members price only. Remember, you get it inside of the VIP included. Okay, we have emails, Instagram, Facebook, over 30,000 pre-qualified art buyers. Okay, just as being a part of the Art Boss programs, you have access to those buyers. Okay, 30,000 more and more. Okay, so and we ask you to apply for it. But if you're in the VIP, you automatically get access. Okay, so you meet the application. This is the important part. The featured artist isn't just about us letting you post and have access and be in emails and being over in our Instagram in front of 30,000 plus. This month, I think we passed 35,000 this month because we constantly run ads. We run over $1,000 in ads every month to find art buyers for our art bosses. Okay, so the Featured Artist Program is so important because it also provides training on how to take leads from our lead bucket and put them into your lead bucket. Because if you're just posting in other people's lead buckets, it's really difficult to close sales. And I'm hoping that for someone that was a huge aha moment. Okay, so that is it for today, you guys. Okay, so I want you to know that everything comes down to making decisions. Everything from the very top level. Do I really want to make money with my artwork? If so, how much? What's in my way? Why am I not able to do this? Why am I not closing the sales I want? Am I finding the leads? Am I talking to my leads? Am I providing the opportunity to purchase my artwork? Okay, so if we're not, we have to make decisions on each one of those questions. We have to make decisions. Do we want to do that? Do we want to invest in finding leads? Do we want to invest in our beautiful future clients and actually talk to them? Do we actually want to make offers so that we can close sales? So if you want to be able to have a system that closes six figures and beyond. That's what we're going to be able to help you with. You have the free training again until tomorrow, and then all that training goes away. The VIP offer is available until tomorrow at $97. Okay. And then after that, it's going to go up to the original price for the signature offer training, which is close to $400. Just so you know, no one can say, I didn't know the price was going to go up. I'm going to tell you, you should have known, because the first time you saw the offer, it was only $17, but you didn't know the value of the offer. And then I made you the offer again on last Tuesday. And I said, if you want the VIP experience, it's only $37. And then on Friday, it went up again to $97. And it's going to go up again, not tomorrow, but Wednesday. Okay. So still a steal deal worth $1,500 in value. But if you want it for a fraction of the price, purchase now. Okay. So super excited. Now, the VIP offer is just extended access to the free training. Okay. We really want you to take the next steps, which is building your systems. Okay. So perfect. You have questions? Grab a call with me. I'm also going to let you know that you're going to have the opportunity to grab a call with some of the art bosses that are in the program if you would like to chat with them. All you need to do is put in the comments below or send me a message. You're like, yeah, I would love to talk to one of your art bosses. Let me know. I'll get you in contact with one of our art bosses who's agreed to have a conversation with you. Okay. So we're going to connect you. That's something we can offer for you as well. So awesome. You guys are amazing. We're going to see you guys tomorrow for Bonus Tuesday. And we're going to really dig into that featured artist program. And we're going to start talking about how to get rid of the overwhelm from being in social media.